Contemplating, your moment has arrived. Lift your head up, stand up tall.
That's right, y'all. Come on in, everybody.
Get up. Oh, get up. It's time to make your power move. Get up.
See, I'm excited tonight while we jam into our music here.
It's time to make your power move.
I'm really excited.
Now is your time. Stay focused. Keep your chin up. You gotta keep a made up mind.
Get up in the room, everybody.
Get up. Oh, get up.
We are making sure that we are public so everybody can see us right now. I'm excited, y'all. Join us right now. Come on in the room. Lady T, you can hear me, right?
Yes.
It's time to make some power move.
Yo, this is really a jam. That would never hurt you or the guests by singing along, okay? I would not do that to anyone, okay? I'll sing with my heart.
Listen, everybody, we want to welcome you into Sister to Sister Talk Power Moves. And you already heard the jam. All right. Look, I had to just like, okay, wait a minute. Just have you to rock side to side and just get in the groove tonight. We want to welcome you into our last, it's not a show, it's a flow. Yes. Our last flow of the year. Sister to Sister Talk Power Moves. My name is Mone't S. Horton. I am the visionary and host, and I'm super excited that you have been hanging out with us all year long. Everybody, you already know that I'm joined here with our phenomenal co-host, Tiara Parker. Say hi to the people.
Hey, everybody. How is it going?
Listen.
Now, Mone't.
Yeah.
We are on December 30th. Like, say what now?
Listen.
Like, how did we get here? How? The
goodness and the grace of you already know. God.
Listen.
But we are here, T. Today I reflected, I'm a person of reflection, deep reflection, right? And I said, wow, we are literally here. And I feel like, and let me know if y'all can still hear me loud and clearly. I feel like it was just yesterday.
Yes.
That I was in December. I had to really think like, wait a minute, was it just December?
Yes.
I was thinking about an activity, an outing that I went to, and I said, oh my goodness, that was December last year. So we're here and we rocking and rolling.
I can't believe it.
And but it's truly a blessing that we're here. Everybody, as you're coming in tonight, we see you out there. We want to know that you are here and you can hear us loud and clearly. So come on in the room. Come on in the room. You should be sharing because it's all about sharing and caring. Load up this Sister to Sister Talk Power Moves and share it tonight. Tell your friends, everybody to come on in the room because we are ending out the year, topping it off. That cherry on the top with power. Come on. We broke that power down last week. Did we not, T?
We did. We did.
And tonight we have a phenomenal trailblazer who's been out there doing so many amazing things. A lady of many hats who's coming in tonight. So how we do it here. Go and get your pen, your paper, lean in. Like if you literally got to lean in, pull a car over, do what you need to do because you're going to have to take some copious notes.
Yes.
Y'all probably what is copious? Yeah. Take those copious notes, Google it, do AI, whatever you need to do, but copious notes because we have an amazing woman who's going to come and share with us tonight. I want to take a moment to share her bio, but I want to make sure that you have gone on and taken a moment to share because tonight we're talking about staying in a position of ready. Come on, stay in the position already. How to plan your dream lifestyle and maintain security for you and your family. Come on. All right, not just for yourself, but for you and your family. And so tonight, without further ado, I am going to read the bio of Miss Sha-Rhonda Wilson. She is a dynamic individual. Y'all, she really is. A phenomenal turnkey specialist. I love it. Who marvels in the world of business, negotiations, event marketing, international event planning, management of affluent entrepreneurs, and sales consulting. She is an entrepreneur connoisseur with flair and what pizzazz, and astonishes all that have bear witness to deals and negotiations that she has been able to close, which were amicable for both parties, because she makes sure it's a win-win. All right. Sha-Rhonda has put together and created innovative business endeavors. She has spearheaded. She is a creative and very versatile intrapreneur. Come on, and entrepreneur. As a solid lifestyle budget management coach, she also helps high achieving clients create, and not only create, but as well as maintain healthy and fulfilling lifestyles. Her strong college background and social development skills have given her a well-rounded perspective in diverse areas of business. She has delved into many facets of the event marketing industry, and her outstanding personality only supersedes her ability to network and foster positive business relationships. So, without further ado, come on in the room, Miss Sha-Rhonda. Come on in the room. Come on.
Divine evening to both of you, Mone't and Tiara. Happiest, magnificent Monday. And I'm leaning in, as you said, I'm leaning in.
Yeah. I love it. Come on. Yes, we lean in here. We are present. Yes. And as I shared that Sister to Sister is a safe place. It's a sacred place. It's a place where this is just not another show. We literally flow. And flow to us means we fearlessly level up, we overcome, and we win. No matter what life's ebbs and flows we were talking about earlier, right? I feel like we're besties, entrepreneur besties now, right? A little bit, right? and so we already delved in and said, no matter what, I think I was sharing the ebbs and flow of life this year, the word that just keeps on, or the posture I would say that I have, is a posture of gratitude. I'm resting there. And so I am so excited that you connected with Tiara, who's definitely a jewel in my life, and you are here today. So again, formally, officially, welcome to Sister to Sister Talk Power Moves.
Thank you, amazing ladies, sisters to sisters. Thank you so much for having me to top off the year as well as wrap up the year. So I'm so grateful, excited to be here this evening. Thank you so much.
You are so welcome. So, we've been talking about staying, topping off the year with power. It means so much, because I believe that sometimes individuals just, as soon as we get to this point, they're like, look, I'm already in 2025. And even though I'm already there as well, right? Because, as a businesswoman, just in life, we keep with that. But some people, they're like, I'm canceling the prior year and all of that. But I'm saying that we have I believe, responsibility to maximize every moment. And so with that, down to the last drop of the year, as we transition into, we talked about power and being persistent, that P, that O for ownership and obedience, that W for having a winning attitude, that E for executing, right? And the R for rinse and repeat. And so as we jump into the conversation today is really about, you know, when I looked over your bio and all of the phenomenal things that you do and are doing, I said, wow, staying in a position of ready, because you take us from the planning to the execution, and then how to secure, right? How to maintain the cadence through life. And so with that being said, we just want to, you know, again, just how do, let's start at, you know, we know who you are. I've shared that bio, but really, who is Sha-Rhonda, right? that what is the story behind the glory? And you pick that up from wherever part you like to.
Yes. I would say the story and glory has to do first honoring my parents who are ancestors. My mom, Betty Sue Wilson, from South Carolina, and then my beautiful, amazing, tall dad, Clyde Felix Wilson from Guyana, South America. So I have the best of both worlds. I have the American side in me, Southern, and I also have the Caribbean side of me from my dad. Both of them poured into me about excellence, working, being an entrepreneur. So I got it by default. So here we are today.
Wow. You have, like you said, the best of both worlds. So when it comes to all of the things that you are doing, what helps you to stay in that? You know, where do you start when you were talking about being in a position of ready in this stellar lifestyle, right? Your brand.
Yes.
Right. And one thing that I always like to emphasize is that even with as business owners and entrepreneurs, we have to embody our brand, right? We have to, before you can sell a product or service, you have to personally embody that, because people want to have a connection with you. And so with the stellar lifestyle coaching brand and all everything else that you do, how do you bring that that phenomenal diverse background and all that you are, how do you pour that in to help your clients you know, live that lifestyle in addition to yourself?
Wow, that was a powerful question. So let's see. I believe in excellence. I'm a foodie. I'm a vegan. So I'm a vegan foodie, but I love living and doing what I want to do.
Yeah.
That's mainly, and making the decision, having, like you spoke of, the winning attitude to say, okay, let me sit down right now. What do I want to do? Let me write it down. So that's where it starts first for me. And I talk to my clients, tell me what you want to do. How much money you want to make per month, and let's set and strategize and make it happen. You give me 4 goals. Let's start with the first 2. I'm very systematic, very organized. If you already have the plan, let me help you execute it. If you don't have the plan, let's come together, meeting of the minds, and let's work to make this happen. I am tired of people complaining about them not being happy at their jobs, whatever's going on with them at work, you know. And I gotta shout out my big brother. He should be on. He better be on. Malcolm Day, my brethren. Just hanging and being around people that's winning and want success and excellence too. So it's not only just me, Mone't and Tiara, it's like my immediate circle. We lift each other up. So that keeps me on the path of where I'm going, and I can assist myself of living the lifestyle I want to live and assist others doing the same as well.
That's so good, and what I've just taken away from that is that you have to, number one, if you want to end the year with power and start in power, right? Then you have to surround yourselves. Come on. Surround yourselves with like-minded people. And as I was reading your bio, I could see the elevation in it, that the caliber, right, of individuals that you're serving and things of that nature. You are looking for those who are ready. We're not just talking about it, but we are ready to execute. We're ready to put our hands to the plow and do the work. But I've identified and I realized that, hey, I can't do it by myself. I've been fumbling and, fiddling with this long enough. And now, Sha-Rhonda, can you come and help me? In that. So I love it. Surround yourself with like-minded people.
Yes, you have to. I did an interview with Malcolm. What was it, a few months ago on another radio show. So just to share with you, he owns M4 Security LLC out of Baltimore, Maryland, locking it down with contracts, started with investing $5,000. Now the company is in the millions.
Wow.
That's who you need to be around. That's who you need to get support, get that energy. And when they can come and have a conversation with you, it's like, Sha-Rhonda, he pulled me up a few months ago. What are we doing?
Yeah.
You got this going on. You're here in Brooklyn. You're in Maryland. Where are you? What's going on? How can I help you? What do you need to do? He sat me down, he checked me. And I was like, oh, shit. Okay. So when that happened, it was like, woo, let me turn the wheels. Let me put myself in, take notes, write things down. And let me just backtrack a little bit. I was a former track star, track and field, did multiple events. I did the 100, 200 quarter, long jump hurdles, 400-meter hurdles, and did 100, 200, 400-meter relay. So I'm used to doing a lot of different things. However, two people, I don't know if you guys ever heard of flower essence. It's like you take tinctures and it kind of deals with your aura, and it's just natural, right? So with that being said, I'm running the park one day and it just hit me that I need to be a lifestyle coach. I didn't know where it came from. People were telling me this for years. And 2 years ago, it hit me one day in the park. So I'm putting it out there that exercising is part of lifestyle. I encourage that. And it just brings so much energy and positivity to you. And of course, sexiness as well.
Y'all, you got to keep up with Sha-Rhonda, because look, she's going to take you on this journey, right? Because in sharing all this, see, when you have so much in you, you can't help but to share it, with others. And sometimes our journey, like you said, you were in your day-to-day and it hit you like, wow, lifestyle is, but I believe that was already, you were already doing some of it probably already. And then like, oh, it's a formal name. This is people really do, do this, but helping people on that path. You said something prior, and I was like, ooh, that's good, but I wanted to let her finish, But you said that he basically pulled you up, right? The gentleman, and held you accountable. So when you have people in the right circle, right, they're going to hold you accountable. Y'all taking notes out there, because we giving you some tips here. Now, Sha-Rhonda, just in our conversation, she's already dropped some nuggets and some tips already, right? Surround, number one, yourself with the right people. But now, as she was talking, I said, wait a minute, she surrounded herself. But then he also said, hey, what's going on here? he held you accountable.
And you know what else though? What I think is key to what she said about him holding her accountable is that she was willing to take accountability. See, this is the thing I think sometimes with us is that we have accountability partners, but then when they pull us up on something that we need to be held accountable for, we want to shift blame and deflect and have excuses. Sha-Rhonda did none of that. She accepted and received what he said with an open heart and an open mind, and then did a self-reflection and introspection to say, okay, what am I doing?
Yeah. That's good, T. Come on.
Because we're so quick to say like, oh, I want an accountability partner. I need somebody to help me. But then when they pull you up on the stuff that you're not doing or the goals you aren't achieving, we get an attitude or we feel like we're targeted or any of the things, but that's not what it is, because people that love us and care about us and are really for us are not going to let you sit when they know that you can be better moving.
Ashe, yes.
That's good. That's good. So surround yourself, right? And the individuals actually holding you accountable, and likewise. But then when you get the accountability, you're actually responding, right? And executing, or like you said, just not like forgetting that you ever had the conversation at all, but you're actually moving the needle forward, doing something about it.
Absolutely.
That's so good. That's so good.
And when you say about doing something about it, I'm just going to reach over here a quick second.
Sure.
I have this is my grateful journal that I write in almost every day. I say what I'm grateful about. This is also like my guiding principle, and I advise more people to do this, because when you write it down and you look back and you see what you've committed to, like I just turned to page, well, I won't say the page, but Friday, August 23rd, a few months ago, what I said about myself, what I'm grateful for. And then I have my goal book here, and it says, embrace every phase. So I write in this 3 goals, every day, and define my purpose and where I want to go. A lot of times we wonder why people become successful, and it's like doing these little things kind of keeps you motivated, keeps you accountable to yourself because you're writing it down, and just a good reflection of your progress. Okay, I said I was going to do this. I accomplished this. Now I'm here.
Sha-Rhonda, you make a good point. 2 points you made that confirm a conversation I was having with my family yesterday. Okay. So we were talking about 2 things, having an attitude of gratitude, right? Because a lot of times we focus so much on what we don't have that we don't focus on what we do have. And when we focus too much on what we don't, it creates a lack of appreciation for what we do. But when you have a gratitude book and you're writing things in it daily that you're grateful for, that means that your heart is full of gratitude no matter what you're going through, no matter what the circumstance or situation, regardless of whether your business is making money or not, because you know that in time it's going to turn a profit. And then the other thing that you said was, oh God, hold on. It was the attitude of gratitude and you looking back and reflecting on all of the goals that you've accomplished thus far, right? If we focus too much on where we have to go instead of how far we've come, we're always going to be behind. We have to focus on, wow, I was there, but now I'm here. Not I'm here, but I have so far to go. Yeah. So like Sha-Rhonda, you brought up some really great points, because it's all about mindset and your focus. And that's literally what you just said. If your mindset is not clear and you're not focused on the right things, you're always going to be 10 steps behind. You're going to be counting yourself out before you're even in the game.
Yeah. That's so good. That's so good.
And Kenzie, you must be reading my mind, because these jobs got us so crazy and so not wanting to do for ourselves,
Yes.
it hurts me to see people feel that they're stuck on a job. And I'm like, if you want to change and let's work together, let's do it. But I'm not going to beg to assist you. If I say let's do this and you want to do something else, thumbs up. Let me work with people who want to help in the coaching, like I did.
Yes.
You know, my brethren saw me. He was like, "Nah, we gotta make some adjustments."
Yeah.
You know?
And I think were you getting ready to say something?
No, I just feel sorry, and it hurts me to feel people stuck on a job, because I've never felt that way in any job I ever had. I know with me being here today, I could be gone tomorrow. And that's what I learned from my dad. And that's why he always pushed for me to have my own business. So and you know what, I'll let you read it, Tiara. My favorite saying I sent to all my peoples today. I have an AM greeting that I like to send. Sometimes I go a little in the afternoon, but most of the time I do it during the day. And we talked about it earlier. Ecclesiastes.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. You know, that's my principle that we have to do. We're taught from elementary to college.
Yeah.
Take 6 or 7, 8 courses, right? Then when it comes time to make money, only do one thing. Same thing in sports. When you play any sport, sometimes you play 2, 3, 4 different positions. Sometimes you're the captain. That was me. I play basketball as well. 18 rebounds a game. I'm not Rodman. But I've always did more than one thing. Now, like we spoke about, it's not every season that you would do it, but it may just be from the summer, you stop working as a school teacher from July to August. That's when you do your own business, you know?
Yeah.
It could be just only Christmas. You're an excellent baker. Why don't you take those skills and make 5 or 10 grand for that season? So that's what I like to explore with people to do, is use your innate talents, right?
Ma'am.
God-given things that we got by default from our parents or grandparents, and use that. My dad was a plumber. One of my clients is a contractor. I'm on the roof climbing up, doing stuff a few months ago. He was like, "Sha-Rhonda, what are you doing?" I said, "That's my client. He wants me to go on the roof. I'm going on the roof." And I'm taking visuals up there. I never climbed a roof before, but he's a contractor. Shout out to Victor Agard, Elite Contractors out of New York. And what I did was, you know, and with him being around excellence, another man that just 17 years in, just grinding it out and just seeing how we put things, and he builds and constructs things from A to Z, and having those moments going out in the field with him. So
I love it. I mean, you have to look, I'm over here because I'm capturing what you're saying. And so even with that, discovering your innate abilities and talents, and you just shout out your client as you've helped him as well, that's self-discovery. Because let's speak to all of, you know, because everyone who's even viewing or will watch the replay will find themselves in a different season, a different place in their lives. And somebody say, "Hey, I hear you, Sha-Rhonda, I hear you, Mone't, I hear you, Tiara, but how do I tap into that? How do I identify what those talents are? You know, how do I start that journey? I want to be able to do it, but I don't know what I do well." And I think sometimes, Sha-Rhonda and Tiara, I think sometimes we, and even as I think back on my own journey, sometimes we put so much weight on, "Oh my goodness, what is my purpose? Oh my goodness, what is the talent?" But as we talked about before, Sha-Rhonda, what are the things that come natural?
Yes.
That you do.
Yes.
Like, and you can do it in your sleep and you do it well. Like, what are those things that come natural? And then how can you monetize it? In my mind, and then multiply and duplicate it and expand it.
And you know what's so crazy, Mone't? That is nothing but the truth. I think sometimes we focus too much on what the world, the world view and the world, like what they say we're supposed to do, right? And what it's supposed to look like. But when you said what comes natural, all I thought about was the day that I met Sha-Rhonda, okay? Like how social she was and how outgoing she was. And she was like, oh no, you're not about to sit here by yourself. You're like, come on up front with us. Come on. And when I found out that she was a lifestyle coach, it made so much sense. It was like, because of just her personality and how she is with people. And that's not something that she has to work at. It's natural. Just like you said, it's organic. But I think a lot of times we don't appreciate the things that are organic because they don't look like what the world says it's supposed to look like.
Yes. And that's okay. Like when I think, when we put aside what the world thinks and all these external, like we're human, we want to know that what we're doing, people are responding and loving it and liking it. But we place too much weight on that. When we start doing the internal work, then the external will fall into place. And that's when we talk about that stellar lifestyle is found in stepping outside of our comfort zone, doing something that we have never done before. How do you challenge your clients to, and of course I know that you're saying that, hey, my clients, they're coming and they want to do it. They're ready. But still, I know that there's some challenge there. So how do you really help your clients to push that needle forward to get into this, to really tap into, plan out, and live the stellar lifestyle?
I give them a survey first.
All right, she got her paperwork, y'all.
Yep, I give them a 2-page survey. So once they fill out the survey, I then begin to ask questions. When was this? How did this happen? What's your goals that you want to do within 30 days? What's your goals 60 days? What's your goal 90 days, 6 months, and a year? So we're setting up four goals. If they want to double down on it and put 2 in each time frame, 30, 60, 90, 6 months, a year, that's up to them. But you need to tell me, you fill this out. I'm only going by what you wrote here. Let's break this down and to do it. They say, okay, I want to do it. I said, okay. Are we going to connect every day to get this done? Is it 5 days? Is it 7 days? Let me know, because I'm high strung, so I'm a 7-day kind of person. And once we do that, we implement it. And I said, okay, I want you to write it down and be accountable for what you wrote here. I want you to write it again for yourself, because I'm keeping this paper. I want you to write it again, get your book, and you say your goal in 30 days is to do this, and let's see and break down how we're going to do it.
Yeah. That's good. So what if there's someone who's saying, I hear you all, this sounds great, this is amazing, because I think this is an opportune time. We are literally on the thrust of the last day of the year, and I'm just going to, you see me leaning in, because I'm in a posture already, y'all. I'm staying in a posture already, even when I don't feel like it, right? But I admonish anyone who is listening, share it, because you do not want to go into this next year not in position. You do not want the clock to strike January the 1st and you have no clue what's about to happen.
Yes.
Okay. I'm not saying you need to have all the answers, but you at least need to lock into the first step. Okay. And so what I want to ask Sha-Rhonda right now is, if someone is listening and they say, hey, I want to connect with you. How do I do that. And we're going to have you to share your information, all of that. But what are some of those that initial, I guess, that initial assessment that they need to do? Are there additional steps that they need to like survey before they follow up with you? Or just what are some things that you would some tips or some things that you would want the person to how they should prepare for you?
I'm glad that you said that. And Sierra can share with you amazing questions. A lot of things that we don't want to talk about, and like you say, stay ready. And let's just take a poll right now. How many people in this chat have a healthcare proxy right now? How many people have a healthcare proxy for not only themselves, their significant other, their children 18 years or older, or their parents that are maturing?
Wow.
So that's what I send the email about first, honestly. And Tiara could tell you, hi, nice connecting with you. If you don't know, let me share with you a few things you need to prepare, because that's lifestyle, protecting your lifestyle. A lot of people do not realize, if you do not have a healthcare proxy in place, I'm leaning in, and you're 18 years or older, you give whatever state you reside in permission to do whatever they see fit with you. They don't, you could say I'm the spouse, you could say I'm the daughter, I'm the caregiver. If that paper is not signed or notarized or witnessed, they don't have to listen to you. So let me share with you, before we do any business, let me make sure that you're protected. Do you have a power of attorney in place? And I say this, another thing too, and everything from state to state is different. If you have children 17 years or younger, and something happens to you or that primary guardian, if you don't have a guardianship or something in place, or something happens to you, they go straight to foster care.
Wow.
And those are things that you can get done free at the court. I know in New York, not sure about Maryland. I can find out, ask a couple of attorneys I know here. But those simple things, I like to have real conversations with people, because if something happens, you don't want to be turning over in the spirit in another life thinking like, oh, I didn't prepare for this, I didn't prepare for that. And so that's what I start off first with all my potential clients. Before any survey, let's talk about those three things.
I love it. Can we just like, yo, that is so powerful.
Yes.
Because before you build this, because there's levels and layers, before you build this glamorous lifestyle or just whatever the dream life, what is your dream life, right? Before you start building over top, is your foundation firm? You can, because tomorrow is literally not promised to any one of us. So if you was to even build this dream life, right, and it can always be taken away. So we want to make sure that you are building a firm foundation, stability, that you don't only build it, but you're able to maintain it responsibly. Oh, this is good.
And just a caveat to that, before I got into this years ago, Wendy Williams, salute, and I feel so, I can't even believe what she's going through right now. I wanted to work with her in, I think it was 2007, 2006, when she was getting her show together. And I was like, oh, I'm going to fax my resume into her. I want to work with her because she's going to need people around her that she can trust and make sure that she's protected.
Wow.
And look what she's growing through now. I just don't believe she didn't have things in place. I don't want to believe that, but according to what they're saying, that she didn't.
Yeah.
She didn't even have a healthcare proxy, not her sister. I think maybe it was her mom or her dad, but you know, they had transitioned, but I'm just stunned that she didn't have that in place. And we can go on with other celebrities, Aretha Franklin, the artist formerly known as Prince. As much money as Michael Jackson had, his stuff wasn't as tight as it should be. It's crazy.
Yeah. So even with that, some people think that, hey, I don't have I need to have a certain budget or a certain, you know, this in the bank. No, start from where you are, because like she just ran, and again, you can run so many names down. You have individuals who have the money, who have the prominence, so they, you know, say or see, but it was pulled from under them. They didn't have the stability. They start building, but the foundation wasn't firm.
Yes. So that's why I start out first. Here, I send it to you free. I go to whatever state that you're in, from Arizona to Florida to Maine to Louisiana, whatever state you're in, I send that to you.
Yeah. So let's dig deeper with that. And again, I just want to take a moment to welcome everyone who's in. You've been hanging out with us so far. Listen, y'all gonna have to go back and get the tips, because I'm trying to number them and as they drop it out here. But now we're talking about planning, intake, the process, taking actionable steps. You hear underscore actionable steps to protecting your lifestyle. Right. And so that's the first layer and level of preparation as you're embarking. If you are on this journey with Sha-Rhonda and just sharing how she navigates and supports her clients. And so with this, do you help? So you help them. So if your client is like, hey, I'm not really protected, I have this, but I don't have this. You literally help them.
Yes, I do.
Resources. Okay.
Yep, I emailed them the healthcare proxy.
Okay.
I created an addendum. So let me just share this caveat. So if you're in the state of Maryland and anything happens to you in Maryland with the healthcare proxy, you're straight. However, if you're in Florida, that healthcare proxy doesn't work in Florida. So what I created with an attorney, shout out Sion Emmanuel. He's an attorney out in New York. I created an addendum and I had him review it and say, how does this look? You know, I like to deal in the legal field. Yeah. So I created that. So my addendum covers you in space, underwater.
I hear you. Wherever thou art.
Cyberspace, wherever. I put all kind of crazy stuff in there to protect you. So if God forbid something happens, your loved one could actually make a phone call, could talk it through, Zoom, whichever, to still help you while you're not in that physical state that you reside in.
Okay. So that's good. Isn't that good, T? Lady T, listen.
It is so good. It is so good.
So what are some other things that you have over there in your pocket of resourcefulness and resources and collaborations? I know you have some other services, some things that are also falling under the Stellar coaching brand.
Yeah.
Let me know if I'm missing anything.
Mm-hmm. No, you're not. So the other thing I wanted to shock you with, and some people do know, and I kind of keep it, I don't publicly say it because, you know, it's what it is, but I'm also a private detective, private investigator.
Okay. All right.
And through M4 Security as well, through my brethren's company. Yes.
I could definitely see that. I can see that.
So I posture myself, if you have I like to say confidential investigations and asset protection solutions. So
yes.
That's when I go to my brethren clients, say, hey, They talk to him. He put me on the case. We work out a plan and do what we ever have to do if that needs to investigate someone.
Yeah. So but all of these are different facets and aspects of protecting our lives, our lives, lifestyles. And I think it's things that we don't think about, and the way that our world is ever changing. We want to know how to protect ourselves.
Yeah.
Right. Our assets. I know when I wake up in the middle of the night, sometimes in the early, times in the morning, sometimes I forget the company, but they have protecting against what is it when they take your identity and all these other things that you should, they want you to sign up for the plan and all of these other things. But there's so many different ways that we don't think about. And we read the news, we watch the news, read the newspaper or whatever, however you get your information. And we see it being that person, but never us, thinking that the finger can come back at you. And so it's important for us to take these steps and be knowledgeable on these resources, even if it's something that we might not need now. But not now doesn't mean not ever. And we pray that we don't. But I think it's an amazing, awesome service, additional asset and service that you provide. It's something else, right? You have some other things, don't you?
Yeah.
Come on, you got to pull it out on us now.
So with that, what I always share with my clients too, let's scrub your personal information off of the internet. I would meet with a client. I said, "What's your name?" I'll just Google it. I said, "Oh, did you used to live here? Did you do this? Is this your date of birth? Is this your mother? Is this your father?" What? I'm like, "Yeah, I just got that from the internet." So I assist clients in doing that, especially clients that are, women and single, to protect, because there's a lot of crazy people out here and you'll be surprised. So I assist with my clients in sweeping and cleaning their personal information off the internet as well.
Okay.
There's a number of sites that verified. It's all these sites that just get our data from different places, and they log it in, and anybody could pay $10 and get your information, unless you say do not do this.
Listen, it's so true. It's so your info, your number.
Yeah,
you don't even know. I mean, I can't even tell you how many the spams and all of them. I'm like, how did y'all get? What did I click yes to? And y'all done got all my information.
That part.
They stole the information.
That part.
You make one purchase online and boom, 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 boom.
And now we're all Googleable.
Yeah. Okay, I think you got another word here. Come on, Google. Yeah.
Googleable. That part. I love when you say that part. I was telling Mone't, when you say that part, I like that. I'm gonna use that one. That part. I love it. I love it.
Yes. Listen, everybody. We pray that you have gotten some good tips today.
Yes.
Because Sha-Rhonda has definitely shared, even as we just flowed in conversation. I just love it when it is just organic and it naturally, like, yeah, because that right there, that tip number 1, 2, that part, right?
Yeah,
right.
And you know what I want to say, ladies, I'd like to say sisters, don't worry if you don't have it in place. We should have learned this in school, honestly, or the church, okay?
Yeah.
But let's just put it in place. Don't worry that you didn't have it. Call and text me. The people that know me, it's no judgment. Let's just get it done to protect yourself.
Start from today.
Yeah. Don't worry. Oh, I didn't know this. A friend of mine was a nurse. His sister was a nurse. They didn't have a healthcare process. They never even thought about it, and they nurses. You know why? Because we're not taught to protect our assets, and especially in our community.
And that's such a good thing, because I remember when Sha-Rhonda talked to me about it, I'm thinking healthcare proxy. First of all, I'm like, girl, you a whole mother out here in these streets. How do you not have a healthcare proxy?
Yeah.
But the thing about it is that our focus is so much on the day to day. We're not thinking long term. Like, we're not thinking about the longevity. We're not thinking about what could possibly happen. Oh, God forbid. I'm ill. Like, and it's crazy because when you really think about it, it's like, how could you not think about it? But then it's like your focus is literally on the day to day. Like, but the reality is that everything that Sha-Rhonda is saying, as far as protecting ourselves, whether it's scrubbing your information from the internet or getting a healthcare proxy and, medical directive and all the things, it's so important. It's so important.
Yeah.
If you are focused on creating a legacy, then you have to be focused on that because that protects your legacy.
Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what I just that's what we in tune. We in tune.
Yes.
I was typing it, she said it.
Yep.
Listen, focus on long-term longevity to your legacy. Come on.
Yes.
Longevity to your legacy.
Yeah.
We have to. This is some good stuff. So Sha-Rhonda, what else do you want us to share as we're closing out today? Is there anything else that you would like to share with our audience as it pertains to your business, your brand, all the things that you're doing? And then, of course, let us know how to connect with you.
Yeah. So what I like to have as a guiding principle, like I said, is layers to this, like you said, Mone't. So I like to say we have 5 pillars in life, right? We have our health, we have our family, we have finances / money making, we have job or business owner, and my favorite, play and travel, right? What I like to focus on with people is finances and money making. And if you have a job or you're a business owner, let's work in those 2 areas of the 5. If someone texts me today, Sha-Rhonda, do you know a Tai Chi person? Yep, sure do. Here's his information. Boom. I'm connected a lot in different places, but again, it's about what I'm focused on, those 2, because that ultimately gives you the dream lifestyle that you desire.
Yeah.
I don't want people to forget what they really want to do. If you want to coach football, if you want to, like me, I'm going to start back training again in track and field and compete again. Wow. I'm putting that into my schedule because I like to compete. I like to win. I did good. I want to see some more trophies and medals,
I love it.
Yes.
Just the shape and just the energy. And, it's just, I just love sports, right? So I tell people, let's do it. Let's work on putting that ideal lifestyle that you want. Okay. You ask your supervisor, your superior, you say, hey, I'm in here for X amount of years. Can I work sometime from home? Can I start earlier? Speak up for what you want. You'll be surprised that they'll say yes. They may say even join them. And if it's not on a positive note, then, we got to make some adjustments make changes, but really do what you want to do. Don't say that you can't. No, I don't believe in that. I don't care how crazy it is. Let's figure it out and do it.
Wow. That's so good. If it's crazy, look, just jump.
Saying that, Sha-Rhonda, just reminded me.
You gotta be
it just reminded me that if it's not crazy, then it's not God, right? Because he don't operate in the small. Okay,
what does the word say though? He takes the crazy, the foolish things. That's what the word. The foolish things of the world to confound
the wise.
Yeah, one thing I wanted to plug to and shout out to. I call her rock star president. Her name is Kendall Washington. She's out of Brooklyn. Our community has changed. It's been gentrified where I grew up at, right? So we are starting a petition and campaign on change.org to bring arts and community to protect our community. So I told her, we spoke about the other day, we're going to buy up the block. We don't care. It sounds crazy, but we're going to buy up the block.
Not to me.
Yes.
Perrier Place.
I love it.
You know, so I want to share a link for that as well. But like I said, I do other different things to share. Like everything is possible.
Yes.
We cannot say it's not impossible. Yes. We have to do it. And that's that give back and having the love and support of your community, wherever it is. Because if it could happen to us, it could happen to anybody else.
That part.
Listen, my senior pastor, our bishop, said on Sunday, if you can think it, it's possible. If you can perceive it and you believe it, it's possible. Listen, it sounds amazing to me because that's where I'm at. Yes. Look, the conversation I'm having with the people in my circle is that, look, we're buying shopping centers, we're buying neighborhoods. What? And we're going to support, and we're not looking for the platform. We're creating, we're building, yes. You know, and that's a part of that, going back to that self-discovery, and really tapping into the power. Here we go again, the power, right? The power of who you are. And so I'm excited about what you're doing. Definitely keep us abreast. Now let us know how to connect with you, how to stay connected with you.
Oh, wow. So my email is info@stellarlifestyle.net. I can't put it. Can I put a chat? Because I see we're on a private chat. No,
if you put it in that chat, then I'll drop it in the live chat.
Thank you. And you know, I'm a texter, so you could text me. My mobile number is 702-406-3992. Oh, I just saw Kendall. She looks so amazing. Yes. Yes. That's Kendall. That's my homie.
So if you drop it in, there we go. Perfect. And then
I'm gonna drop into our change.org what we're doing as well. Yeah, it's that's another conversation. I want us to stay focused, but you know, again, what they're doing to us, they can do to anybody else too, you know?
Yeah. And so I'm putting that out there now. Here we go. I put it there, but I'm gonna put it here. And you do trainings, other trainings too? Do you do other trainings?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you want
to. With my brother's amazing company, I do. He's like I said, he's pushing me. Respect, Malcolm Day. Thank you. I help women get their firearm license as well. I kind of go to the range with them, show them how to load and, you know, carry and protect themselves and shooting.
All that. All right. So we're talking about protecting your lifestyle on all levels, okay?
Yes.
On all levels, yes.
On all levels. So we want to go into 2025 being prepared, and also we can say be prepared, but we're giving you tips on how to be prepared. Come on.
Yes.
Because people tell you be prepared, but they don't give you the how to it, right? They tell you what to do, but not how to do it. And so
we're bringing it down step by step as a coach.
Yes. And so here we are. This is what we do at Sister to Sister Talk Power Moves. We are locking and loading and giving you all the resources that you need. And every resource is not for everybody, but you have a plethora. Y'all, we are at the end of the year. You have a plethora, many that we have shared throughout this year. And so we pray that you would connect. Here's Sha-Rhonda Wilson. Connect with her if you're interested in any of the services that she shared. Here's her information, her email, and you can connect with her. Any other things that you would like to share, Sha-Rhonda, before? What would be that one thing you want to leave with our viewers today?
I would say go within and really decide what it is, what you want to do with your life.
Mm.
If someone tells you can't do it, I don't think that person needs to be in your circle. Let's figure it out. Figure it out. Don't say, oh, I could have done it 2 or 3 years ago. No, let's just move forward today. It can happen.
I love it. Woo! Start from now, y'all. Start from now.
Yes.
It's never too late.
Mm-mm.
But you got to start now. You want to go into the year being locked, loaded, and ready, in position. Lean in. Like we leaned in. We showed you how to do that today. And so we lean in. That's what we do, because what we're doing is flowing. We're fearlessly leveling up. We're overcoming, right? And we are continually committed to win, no matter what the situation looks like, no matter what the circumstance looks like. Lady T, do you have anything to share before we leave out? I mean, I'm blessed. This is awesome.
The only thing I would leave with our guest today is don't. Indeed. Don't sleep on yourself by letting people put you in a box.
Facts.
If we didn't learn anything from Sha-Rhonda, baby, you can do it all. Okay, you can do it all. They like, don't let people put you in a box because they feel like that's where you belong. Don't sleep on yourself. Letting people put you in a box.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. And I text both of you guys the petition, the change.org petition.
Okay.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So there's work to be done, but let us start with ourselves. Let that work start within.
Yeah.
I'm super excited. Sha-Rhonda, this is not the end, but it's just the beginning, literally, right? And I believe it is definitely a divine connection. Love your spirit, love your energy, love all that you're doing, and excited to, and looking forward to the opportunities that I know we'll have to partner, collaborate, and see what's next. So thank you so much for being with us today. Listen, y'all, this has been another segment and flow of Sister to Sister Talk Power Moves. Make sure that all of those copious notes that you've taken, that you now execute on them, reflect on them, but do something about it. Take those actionable steps towards living the stellar lifestyle that we know you deserve. Thank you all. Take care, take charge, and God bless. Listen to this music as we.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much, Sha-Rhonda, for being
here.
Y'all will groove as we go out tonight. Take care, everybody. Sha-Rhonda, Happy New Year. Wait a minute, everybody. Happy New Year.
Yes.
Also, the next time you will see us, we are almost to 3 years here at Sister to Sister in January. We're excited about that. We celebrate the week of MLK, and so stay tuned. So much going on. Take care, everybody. Again, Happy New Year.